Hello everyone. In this video we will draw the pectoral girdle without the clavicula and the pelvic girdle. We start with the os coxae. We draw the os coxae from the right lateral view and start with the acetabulum with its limbus. Next comes the facies lunata. This gap is the incisura and here is the fossa. Now we draw the silhouette of the os coxae as a whole before we turn our attention to the individual structures. We start here at the middle level and go to the level of the upper edge of the acetabulum. We then form a slight arc that is twice as long as the first line we drew. Now we draw a large arc and end approximately at the height where we started. Then half the distance to the middle height of the acetabulum. We form a sharp arc, end at this height, and form a spike. On the other side we draw the following shape, which is as long as the diameter of the acetabulum. And we round off the drawing with a curve that forms an area that is again as long as the diameter of the acetabulum. Finally, we complete the picture and we draw shadows on this surface. Now that we have the most difficult part behind us, we go back to the anatomical terms. The os coxae consists of three bones: the os ilium, made up of corpus and ala, os ischii, made up of corpus and ramus, and os pubis, made up of corpus and ramus superior and inferior. The structures on the os ilium are crista iliaca, tuberculum iliacum, on the facies glutealis, linea glutea posterior, anterior, and inferior, as well as spina anterior superior and inferior, and spina posterior superior and inferior. The dorsal structures, shown in blue, are pecten ossis pubis, eminentia iliopubica, linea arcuata, fossa iliaca, facies auricularis, and tuberositas. The os ischii has a spina, incisura ischiadica major and minor, and a tuba. The os pubis has a crista with a tuberculum at the tip. On the other side, the crista continues in facies symphysialis. Now we will draw the pelvic bone that consists of the two os coxae and os sacrum. The drawing will serve as a template for muscle attachments, blood vessels, and nerves in the future. First, we draw the linea terminalis. This is formed from the sacral bone, of its promontorium and alle, the linea arcuata, eminentia iliopubica, pecten ossis pubis, tuberculum and crista of os pubis, and the symphysis. To draw the following bone outline, we start in the middle of the symphysis and move laterally until slightly beyond the outer edge of the linea terminalis. Next, we form a slight arc to the middle of the linea terminalis, then an arc to the middle of the first sacral vertebra, and finally a large arc. Now the same on the other side. From the os ilium, we see the crista iliaca, fossa iliaca, and 4 spinae. From the sacral bone, we draw the second, third, fourth, and fifth sacral vertebra, as well as the 8th foramina. This represents the os coccygeus. The lower part of the drawing shows the acetabulum, the ramus ossis ischii and the ramus inferior ossis pubis, as well as the foramen obturatum and the spina ischiadica. The scapula, drawn from the dorsal view, has an angulus superior, inferior, and lateralis, a margo lateralis, medialis, and superior, as well as a facies anterior and posterior. Now we draw the spina with its acromion, processus coracoideus, and fossa supraspinata, infraspinata, and subscapularis. Next, we have the column scapulae, cavitas glenoidalis, tuberculum supraglenoidale, and infraglenoidale. This area contains the incisura scapulae. Alright guys, that's it for the pectoral and pelvic girdle. For a better understanding, draw the structures along with another YouTube tutorial or with your favorite anatomy book. Also, feel free to make changes to the drawing so you feel comfortable with it. In any case, thanks for watching and see you next time.